What's going on, champs and champettes? It's FireMonkey here, and welcome back to another YouTube video. Now, in today's YouTube video, we're going to be talking about LTMs, what changes I think Epic Games should do, old LTMs I think Epic Games should just bring back already, because we need more variety out there. I mean, we end up with the same 3 LTMs on loop every single update, and my honest opinions on creative LTMs and how they're affecting Epic Games workflow when it comes to LTMs as a whole. So without further ado, let's just get right into today's video by talking about creative LTMs. I want to start this video off by saying that I do not hate creative LTMs at all. In fact, I love creative LTMs. Not only can you do your challenges in them, but you have save point devices introduced in creative mode, so you don't have to keep doing the same 3 hours worth of work just to get where you were in the last time you played, because it's saved. And it's a very fun thing, it's a very fun experience in general, to go out there and be able to see other people playing a creative map. Now, sometimes creative maps that use save point devices end up cluttered, or someone just literally no-lifed it, so you're out here at the beginning and then there's someone out there with like 20 million coins in their bank or whatever it may be, but at the same time, it just shows, hey, this person really enjoyed the creative map, and you get to experience it with someone who's already a veteran at it. And I really love this aspect. Even when a creative LTM doesn't use the actual save point device, they usually tend to end up being very fun, because you have things such as red versus blue, which, while very controversial, are actually really good for doing your challenges that relate to weapons such as harpoon guns, assault rifles, just any weapon in general, and they can add for a little bit of a more Team Rumble mosh pit based experience without having to actually go into Team Rumble and abide by the whole weird like storm changes, the loadout changes, and everything they're doing there. Creative LTMs aside, however, I feel that these are actually lessening Epic Games' workflow when it comes to releasing original LTMs. The reason I say this is because before creative LTMs were really a thing, we got a lot of new LTMs all the time. We were getting things that were just really fun and unique to play around with. However, after creative LTMs got introduced, it seems Epic Games stopped really focusing on releasing their own unique LTMs. But hey, who knows, maybe Epic Games is actually working on some LTMs for Chapter 2 Season 7 that we haven't even seen yet, because, well, you know, it's V17.10, we're not even halfway through the season yet. They have a lot of time to introduce new content into the game. However, I think that if Epic Games really doesn't want to focus that much on their normal LTMs, they don't want to really bring new LTMs into play when they already have so many cluttering the files, what I think Epic Games should do, in order to keep creative LTMs here, but also make the LTM loot pool, or that sounds weird, I guess the LTM matchmaking, just pool in general, the scheduling of it, whatever you may call it, just more unique, is to bring back some of the older LTMs such as Leave None Behind and Builder's Paradise. I was actually talking with one of my friends who you may see in the background footage of a lot of these videos, Citator, and something that he noticed is that he's never experienced Leave None Behind or Builder's Paradise. He didn't even know these were actual LTMs that existed. And for you guys out there who may be like, what even is that LTM? Builder's Paradise was an LTM where, well, you could edit anyone's builds. Your builds, I think it was only metal, had more health than normal, and you gained more mats from destroying stuff. So basically, full edit permission to everyone, and you gained a lot more building just materials. So it was a very fun LTM that was very unique, and it was something that I was like, hey, this is actually really cool. I wonder why they don't do this more often, because at the end of the day, how is this going to cause more performance issues to the new map? This is the whole thing they said regarding why some of the older LTMs haven't returned. However, Builder's Paradise doesn't affect the map at all. All you would have to do is update the loot pool, and boom, you're pretty much done as far as I'm aware. Now, I'm sure there's a lot more back-end stuff that I'm probably unaware of that makes it a little bit buggy, but at the same time, it's like, I don't really see the issue with it. I mean, we have Floor is Lava already. We have these older LTMs. We've had Air Royale. Builder's Paradise just sounds like a little kick in the bucket, you know, something very simple to do, just because all that really needs to be done is allowing everyone to be able to edit other builds, allowing them to get more materials from breaking stuff, and allowing them to have more health on metal builds. Not only this, but Leave No One Behind, which is the other LTM that I kind of showcased in the thumbnail, is an LTM where literally the only gimmick is that your friend gains the slurp effect and you gain the slurp effect, where you're basically gaining shield and health over time as long as both of you are alive. this is one of the LTMs where I'm like, I see zero things that could actually prevent it from working on the new map, because it's basically just a normal match except with passive Siphon enabled the whole entire match as long as you and your teammate both are not knocked down. If one of you gets knocked down, then of course the Siphon drip stops. However, it's like these type of LTMs just seem so easy for them to actually bring back onto the new map. However, they just don't, for whatever reason it may be. Maybe they forgot these LTMs even existed. Maybe they accidentally, you know, like, oop, whoops, we deleted the file or something. But it's like, these just seem so easy to actually transform into their own LTM. And now for the final part of the video, I want to ask you guys, if you could bring back any LTM, what LTM would you bring back and why? Or if you could remix an LTM, make a brand new LTM, what would be the changes you would make, or what would be the LTM you make? For me, I would remix Shockwave into something I would like to call Shockwave Rumble. And now this wouldn't take over Team Rumble like most of the other Team Rumble LTMs did. This would simply be another Rumble LTM that would be next to Team Rumble. And how it would work is, think about your normal Shockwave match. You get knocked back the more damage you take, and then you die out. After you die out, you're done for the match. However, the next round you have a new loadout. In Shockwave Rumble, it would be death-based. So imagine it this way. Each time you spawn in, you have a different loadout. Each time you get knocked into the storm and eliminated, that counts as +1 to the other team. And just like normal Team Rumble, they can make it so based on how many players are still in the match, depends on how, you know, how many they need, how many people need to get eliminated by the storm in order for them to win. So basically just a more mosh pit, a more crazy version of Team Rumble that gets you super put into the action, kind of like what the current version of the Team Rumble LTM actually is, where the storm's already moving in, you have 1 minute until everyone's already enclosed and you have to start fighting. I feel that a Shockwave version of it could be a lot more fun than the current version. They could revert the current Team Rumble back to the old version, which was a more highly appreciated version by the community, and allow this Shockwave mode to basically be the outcome of what they were experimenting with. With that said, however, my name's FireMonkey. If you enjoyed this commentary video, consider checking out my second channel, which is a commentary-based channel. We don't just talk about Fortnite, we talk about whatever we want over there, so if you like this style of video, you'll love that channel. Anyways, I will see you champs and champettes next time. Like the video if you liked it, dislike it if you didn't like it, subscribe with post notifications enabled to never miss an upload, and I am out. Peace.